Welcome to my channel, La La Gang, La La Squad, positive vibes only. And today I have checkers. I have a baconator sandwich and some fries, some lemonade, and I got my own concoction. I got the Pink Whitney and a Monaco. Yeah, I gotta get a little lit up to tell y'all this story. I want to tell y'all about my Mount Sinai crush. He was not really a crush. He was more like a stalker, and he was crazy. Anyways, right after I got fired from Macy's, I started working at Mount Sinai Hospital. This when I was staying out west, so I stayed down the street from Mount Sinai Hospital. This is about two. Well, they had a crush on me. I ain't like them back, so whatever. It don't count as a crush. One was a stalker, and one was trying to be my sugar daddy. But when I was working at Mount Sinai, I was making like $1,600 every 2 weeks. I ain't no sugar daddy. Okay, I'm Mount Sinai. We went by our last name. My last name is Spencer, so I was Spencer. The crush who wanted to be my sugar daddy, his last name was Sanchez. Yeah, I remember him. He was like this tall. He was short though. He was like this tall. And he was like 3 years older than me. So I'm like, how you gonna be my sugar daddy? You like 3 years older than me. And I'm not gonna say the other dude's name because he was crazy. And yeah, I ain't saying his name. He was Puerto Rican. The other dude, Sanchez, was Mexican. But he was cool though. Okay. Okay. I was working at the hospital, Mount Sinai. They was gonna build another clinic down the street from the hospital. So they needed a security officer to be off site at the where they was building the clinic at to watch and make sure don't nobody steal the stuff. Okay. So it was like a gate and then it was like a trailer. The security guard's supposed to sit in the trailer and supposed to watch to make sure nobody steal nothing. Okay. The crazy dude, I'm gonna just call him Sanchez and AR. That's his initials. Okay. So when I go outside, usually Sanchez will pick me up. Cause my friend they had patrol. So patrol just drive around, make sure everything all right, and take the people who's supposed to go off-site to off-site, then take them back. Okay, so he was cool, but a little clingy. So we was just, he used to always, cause I used to go every Thursday and Wednesday. He used to just always drive me back and forth. I guess he developed a little crush on me or something. I remember him asking me, do I want him to be my sugar daddy? And I was like, no, I'm good. I was like waiting for him to like somebody else, but they couldn't jump on it. Cause I didn't want it. I just thought he was cool. He was a good friend. Whatever. But I did a double. And I stayed overnight. And I guess he left early, so he wasn't able to come and get me. So by that time, before my shift, I changed my number. So I had to get my supervisor my number. My supervisor, because I was doing that for that one day I was doing a double, so I was doing that overnight shift. So that's how I came in contact with AR. So AR was like, "Give me your number, cause you're gonna be off site overnight, and I'm gonna have to contact you." So I ain't think nothing of it. I was like, I ain't think it was weird or nothing like that at first, but I gave him my number, cause my number changed, and I had to update my number anyway. So I gave him my number. I gave him my number. He drove me to off site, cause the other dude left. So I was just doing what I regularly do. Sit at off site, listen to my music. Look out the windows. This was out west. So it was a real bad. We weren't no bad area. I only see like crackheads walk past. So well, it was like late at night. So when nobody really texted me late at night. So my phone was on music. Then my phone went ding, and it was a text message from AR. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." Cause I basically wasn't doing nothing. I was basically just sitting in the trailer. I had all my junk. I was eating my junk. You gotta have to bring a bag full of junk because you're gonna be there all day. So I had my junk. I was eating my junk, listening to my music on Facebook, and I'm like, okay. I ain't think nothing of it because I'm like, okay, that's my supervisor. He just asked me if I'm okay. I was just like, I'm okay. I'm good. Then he picked me up in a company car. Not saying that, whatever. And he was like, I was about to sit in the back. Then he was like, no, I'll sit in the front. I was like, okay. I don't know. I ain't think nothing of it. So I sat in the front. It was like awkward. It was very, very, very awkward. Then I got off work. He see me standing at the bus stop. Remind you, only live like not even 10 blocks away from the house. My house, but my mama's house, but because I moved out. But he was like, I don't want you to be standing out here by yourself. You want me to give you a ride? Oh, problem. And I thought he was being nice, so I was like, yeah, give me a ride. I had my regular shift the next day. Imagine, he was on the overnight shift because he was an overnight supervisor. It was another morning supervisor. The morning supervisor did not like me at all. I do not know why he did not like me. I forgot his name. But he did not like me. I don't know why he didn't like me. Or either he liked, I think he had a girlfriend. I don't know. I think he liked me or he didn't like me. I don't know. Because when I'm at a job, I just do my job like to the best of my abilities. So AR texted me. He was like, let me get a ride to work. And I was like, I don't care. He don't know where I live at. You know where my mom live at. So he probably stalking my mom's house. So I was at my shift and I got rolled. I did not. I hate doing personal belongings at the hospital. So I was sent to a patient room, and I had to write down. I had to do like it's like an incident. It's like an incident report, but it's not an incident report. You have to write down everything the person came in with. Be like so. It's just like so. Like if they leave, they can't say you stole nothing because you got everything wrote down. So my other supervisor, it was like 8 of them. So my other supervisor, I think his name is Miguel. He told me to do it, and I was like, I don't want to do it. So I went to the emergency room, and I was like, I asked somebody else to do it, and he was like, my supervisor's like, I asked you to do it, and I wanted you to do it, and I walked off and I told him I'm not doing it, and he wrote me up. So I'm like, okay, this was my second security job. So I'm like, I didn't know that like you had to get 3 write-ups and 3 verbal warnings before you can get fired. So I'm finna get fired. I'm like, I gotta be extra good. So I ain't really like AR, but I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just start talking to him, or whatever. But I ain't really want to talk to him because he was a supervisor. But he said he was gonna step down, but he was doing overnight, so he was just like he was gonna step down, and he was gonna step down, and he was gonna switch his shifts. So he switched his shift to my shift, and he stepped down. Right. So he stepped down. He was a regular guard. He was on the same shift as me. It was one of these guards. I forgot his name. Anyways, he was cool as hell. He was so cool. I'm like, I can't wait till he becomes a supervisor. He got promoted. He was supposed to do a personal belongings. A person came to the hospital with $900 on them. So this guard that was cool, he just got promoted to supervisor. So he did that personal belongings, and he didn't write down the money. He took the money. So he got fired. Okay, this ties in with the story because AR, he stepped down, but he had to step back up because the supervisor got caught stealing. So he had to step back up as supervisor. But by the time, I didn't know he was step back up as supervisor because we was already talking or whatever. I was talking in quotations. Cause this dude was weird. He was crazy. Like, cause at the time I had a Snapchat, I had an Instagram, I had Facebook Messenger, I had IG, and he was following me on all 4 of them. He had my number too. So like, I think I was talking to somebody else I probably was talking to somebody else at the time. So he'll text me, but like, I ain't feel like being bothered because I was talking to somebody else at the time. So when I don't answer, first he'll text me on my number. I don't answer because I was talking to somebody else at the time. He'll text me on Snapchat. I ain't answer. He'll text me on Facebook. I ain't answer. He'll text me on Instagram. I ain't answer. Then I finally respond back. I'll be like, yo, what's up? And he don't even want nothing. I'm like, you just text me on all 4 social media sites and you don't want nothing? He was crazy. So I wasn't too much trying to be bothering him because I was already talking to somebody else. But I I ain't had no car. He was giving me a rag. So you could say I'm using you could say I was using him. I don't care. I ain't had no car at the time. He had a car. He was giving me a ride. But I ain't never do nothing with him. Okay, like, and then a couple of weeks passed by, and he like inboxed me going crazy, some crazy stuff, talking about some. He said I was the first black girl he ever talked to, or whatever. Miss me with that. Miss me with that, because I don't believe that. That's why I don't talk to Hispanic dudes right now, because they crazy. All of them crazy. He was Puerto Rican, but whatever. Crazy. Trying to feel this, so I don't do too. This little cocktail I made is so good. Anyways, the last text message he sent me before I blocked him on everything was, he was like, I knew I should have never dated a black girl. I'm like, what? Blah, blah, blah. Y'all be talking to other people. Why y'all talking to? I'm like, we weren't even in a relationship. Like this, like it was months later, and then I quit. But I was talking to somebody else. But then after I got done talking to somebody else, I was single and I was bored, and I hit him up. I don't know why I hit him up. Oh yeah, I wanted my job back because I ain't had no job, and he had plugged because he knew the security. The number one, the person on top, the person who controlled everything, the big boss. He was cool with the big boss. So I was like, he was at work that day, so I texted him. I'm like, you want to come over? But I was looking raggedy that day. I'm like, oh yeah, he gonna get my job back. He gonna get me back in Mount Sinai, cause he cool with the big boss. Because I walked out on my overnight shift, but when I walked out, I seen the big boss, and I was like, I ain't really want to tell him why I quit. But I'm just telling him, like, to open the security office so I can leave, so I get my jacket so I can leave. But I was quitting that day. But he said he don't know the code, but he was the security one. He was the big boss. How you don't know the code to the security office? Because he had his own door, but like he rarely come there. He was just like come there when it's like an emergency or whatever. Anyways, I went on my radio and I called the supervisor. The supervisor didn't like me. He came. He let me in, whatever. I bet you he was happy as hell that I quit. He was a hater. He talking about some, she talking to the Mexican supervisor. Like she cool with these Mexican people. Hater. Anyways, like, AR, he had plug with him. So even though he was at work, he came to my house. But I was looking, my hair wasn't even done. My hair was like, my hair wasn't done. I was eating some noodles. I was wretched that day. Anyways, he was at my house. And he was like, he was lame. I was sitting on the other couch. He told me, it was two couches because it was at my mama's house. One couch, one long couch and one short couch. He was like, why you sitting all the way up? He wasn't even cool. He was like, why you sitting all the way over there? Then I sat by him. And I was just going on and on like I wasn't working. I missed my job and stuff like that. So he was like, I could get you back in or whatever. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, what you think if I kiss you right now? I'm like, huh? This one went left. Like, I was like, what? My face was like, no. I'm like, Anyways, my brother and his friend came and they knocked on the door. But my brother, he just be randomly popping up. He thought I was trying to set him up. He was like, my brother's like, who's your friend? My brother ain't no came back or nothing like that. He ran out the door. He had his uniform on. He had his radio. It was so funny. He ran at the door. He ran at the door. And I ain't never talked to him after that. But like, he still followed me on Instagram. I blocked him, but he made a new page so he could follow me on Instagram. And I think he came to my new job. Cause I know how his car looked. And rolled down the window. And he was looking at me. And I was at work. So I speed walked to the train. He is crazy. My crazy crush / user. I was using him for a ride. And I was talking to somebody else. But while I was using him, the person I was talking to had a whole girlfriend. That was my karma. Even though he was stalking, I shouldn't have been treating him bogus. But like, the dude I was talking to, I ain't never do nothing with him. I used to just text him all the time. His name was Maine, and I just text him. Okay. Good night, y'all. I'm gonna finish sipping and watching Netflix because we gonna be in the house for 2 weeks in quarantine because of the coronavirus. Make sure you like, comment down below, and tell me what y'all want me to do next. And subscribe to my channel. Y'all know